Good morning. Namaste. Um, it's March 31st, 2021, and it's been a little while since I have talked to you. I have to take these off because all I can see is the reflection of my light, and I think that's very distracting for everyone. It's been a while since I've done any kind of video or vlog because I think I've definitely had some type of malaise, and I believe it could be from, the last year. It's been rough on everybody. Definitely just has, I don't even know. I get into these little funks that maybe some people would say I'm depressed, I'm tired, I don't feel highly motivated. But honestly, I think we all get like that. My gosh, we've had quite a year. The doldrums of winter have just been passing out and some spring has been trying to move in. And I think we all just kind of get to that point where we're tired. We're tired. Even though I was sleeping more, I was tired. The malaise. That being said, I'm so glad to be back. For anyone who sees me, I'm just so glad to be back. I've missed this therapeutic talking that I do to myself, which is what this really is about. My goal, obviously, is to help other women, particularly women of a certain age, feel better about their lives and to enjoy their lives in the present. Which is often not as easily done as it is said, particularly in light of the last year. And I have to say, I know how fortunate I am, and I am so, so fortunate. I am healthy. My family, thank God, they're healthy. I'm still in my home. I'm still working. I'm here in my little home office. My home office has to share space with my hobbies and my mud room. So I kind of have my office in the mud room, if that makes sense. But that's okay. It's the only space I have. I had it in my living room for a while and it was too invasive and I hated it. So at least over here, it's out of the way more or less. And, I get to be with my bikes and my backpacks and, the garden is right there out the door. So it does make me feel a little bit better. And again, I know how fortunate I am to have my remote job. I'm so grateful. So let's get through all that gratefulness. I always have to say I'm grateful before I complain. But the malaise is something that I wonder how much of it is really environmental and how much of it does come from the fact that we are getting older. I spoke to my boyfriend this morning. We have our usual morning phone call. Things people do when they don't live together. He calls me every morning at 6:30 and we have a little chat. It's a FaceTime chat. He was saying that he had a hard night last night because of, we all know that middle of the night where we wake up with these strange thoughts, and he woke up feeling the fear of getting older and becoming out of control of your life and of your own personal self, of being bedridden. And of course, this is something that, people our age right now, it's not an immediate or direct worry. We definitely see the future. We now are old enough and mature enough to know that the future is coming, whether we are ready for it or not. We know there's going to be a future. We don't know what that future looks like. I think he was fearful of having, after watching his father pass, and becoming much more limited in what he could do. And it is heartbreaking. I'm watching my mother right now, who didn't retire until she was 81. The only reason why she retired was COVID. And, she's having a hard adjustment to retirement. When you retire at 81, it's a very hard adjustment. And my mother said to me, and I love my mother dearly, obviously, she's my mother. I speak to her every day. We've never been very much alike, and we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. She just doesn't understand me. But how many of us can say that? That's something that never goes away. I'm approaching 57 and I'm still saying that. But God love her, she did tell me, she said, do not wait until you're too old to retire. And she said that's her one regret, and she said, retire as soon as you can, because she's too old, or she feels too old and tired to do anything, and she doesn't want to do anything at this point but sit at home and relax. And I totally get that, and that's why she didn't retire, because she was not one to have things that she wanted to do, and she never had a lot of those interests and things to pursue. So she worked and she enjoyed her job, and she had a good family relationship with a lot of the people that she worked with for 30 years. Of course she did. So, I think watching her has been a little heart-wrenching on some level, because she's a very vital, very healthy woman, and she's struggling with this retirement. And the other thing is, it just drives home to me, thinking about my own retirement, having girlfriends that my running partners are all very, very well accomplished women with incredible salaries and savings and retirement plans, and I admire that. And yet I watch them complain about stressful jobs and wanting to retire, and they have so much comparatively. We all look at other people and say, wow, look at what they've got, look how much money they've got, but me starting my career in my mid-50s, I'm never going to have that retirement. I'm never going to have that money. But, but just living through the last year with COVID and watching my mother go through retirement and listening to other people and just learning about people and life, I'm going to retire the minute I can. I think obviously one of the biggest things is when you can collect Social Security, when you can get Medicare, or whatever that is. As soon as I'm eligible, I'm out. I'm going to retire, and I'm trying to set my life up to be as cost effective as possible. So that might be something for another video, but I just wanted to check in with you and just explain this malaise that I've been dealing with. That's so annoying. Maybe the spring weather, I live in Maryland, and we are on that cusp of spring, where one day we have spring, the next day it's winter, the next day it's summer. I mean, the weather is crazy. I'm dressed a little warm today. It's a little chilly today, and it's going to start raining, which means I'm going to be inside most of the day today. But that's okay. I've put my plants in my garden, and I'm feeling optimistic. So I'm working on getting out of the malaise. I'm working on trying to better communicate, to open up a vlog, and to all these ideas still bouncing around in my head of being this third stage goddess, this third stage crone, this woman that I am now, this gray-haired, no makeup, just who I am, and trying to come to terms with all that. And I'm hoping that through my, I don't want to say struggles, because I don't have struggles, I'm just like everybody else. I have issues and this and that and the other, and if I struggle, it's only through choosing to struggle through them, I guess. But it is my desire to put myself out there for other women, and hopefully be a motivation, hopefully be an inspiration, only in the sense that if you can see me, you can see me. Please let yourself be seen too, and all who you are, whether you are a person who does like to dye their hair and wear makeup and look beautiful. Freaking fantastic. Let me see it. Put yourself out there. put your genuine self out there so people know that aging isn't only Jane Fonda or bust. God love Jane Fonda. But, you know, being a third stage goddess, these are things we think about, and I am no Jane Fonda. So those are my random thoughts for today, and I'm hoping to be here more because I got to do something to get out of this malaise. Thank you for listening. Namaste.